Oxygen therapy. Oxygen therapy is administration of oxygen as a concentration greater than room air. So room air concentration is 20.95% of oxygen. So air contain 20.95% oxygen. If we give more than that, that become oxygen therapy. So it is given because to treat hypoxemia in the blood if oxygen is less than 60 millimeter of Hg. So we are seeing the partial pressure of oxygen in the blood, or there is if we want to decrease the work of breathing in patients whom work of breathing is increased, means respiratory rate is increased to meet the oxygen demand of the body. So if respiratory rate around more than 30, so or to decrease the myocardial work, means heart work of the heart, so cardiac output, we want to decrease cardiac output as a patient is having hyper increased heart rate, to increase the cardiac output to meet the demand of oxygen. So if we give oxygen, then heart can decrease the cardiac output to the normal level. So properties of oxygen, main important properties: solubility in the blood is 0.003 ml per 100 ml of blood per mmHg. It is 20.95% volume percent. Okay. Storage of oxygen. Oxygen is can be stored in liquid, gaseous, or oxygen concentrator can be used. This we can study in another class. Main important thing, why oxygen is required for survival: because oxygen give 36 ATPs when met with glucose. So glucose is broken down by aerobic metabolism with the help of oxygen only. So if oxygen is not there, then there will be only generation of 2 ATPs from glucose, and lactic acid will accumulate, leading to the acidity in the blood. So it is not good for the body. So first understand how oxygen is taken up and transported to the tissue level. Then we will study what is the oxygen therapy indication and how we can give oxygen therapy, and if we give extra oxygen, what are the side effects, oxygen toxicity. So how does oxygen reach from atmosphere to tissue? First, we have in atmosphere 159 millimeter of mercury, means 20.95 into 760 is equal to 159. But then humidification happens. So 760 minus 47, 713 into 20.95 is 149. Then at the level of alveoli, as the alveoli use up oxygen, so they utilize the oxygen utilized. If we minus from 149, then it become 101. It is respiratory quotient is CO2 produced by oxygen utilized. So oxygen utilized is CO2 by RQ. So CO2 by RQ. RQ is 0.8, CO2 is 40. So it become around 149 minus 48, around 141. So 101. So 101 alveolar PaO2 is equal to 101. Then this 101 goes to the arteries. Then it at the level of lungs, there will be venous admixture, because whole lung cannot give all of its oxygen to the arteries. So it become 97. So normal PaO2 minus P small AO2 difference is 3 to 4. If it become more than 10, it means that there is a lot of shunting happening. So tissue extraction, from 97 PaO2 arterial oxygen, only 40 comes in the veins. So oxygen is extracted by the tissues. And mitochondria, at the level of mitochondria, if there is 97 P arterial O2, then mitochondria have 7 to 37 mm of oxygen. But what is the partial point? So if blood PaO2 decreases to 60, then the mitochondrial PO2 जो mitochondrial PO2 will be only 1 to 2 mmHg, and below this there will stop aerobic respiration and only anaerobic respiration will take place. So partial point is point below which mitochondrial oxygen is decreased so much that it is a critical level below which aerobic respiration fail to exist. So lactic acidosis starts to happen in that case. How is oxygen transported from lung to the metabolizing tissues? So oxygen content, we will see what is the oxygen content. Oxygen carried by 100 ml of blood. So oxygen is bound to the Hb and dissolved in the dissolved form. So bound form is 1.34 ml bound to x gram of Hb, and the Hb is saturated how much? So 1.34 into Hb into SaO2 is bound hemoglobin, oxygen bound to hemoglobin, and dissolved is 0.003 ml of oxygen per 100 ml of blood per mmHg. So we multiply by partial pressure of oxygen. So it is like 0.003 into, if partial pressure we said PaO2 is 100, so it becomes 0.3 ml per 100 ml of blood. So we can minimize it, and we can only take bound form to Hb as the oxygen content. So if normal Ca arterial is SaO2 is 100 into Hb, if we take 15 into 1.34, it becomes 20 ml per deciliter of blood. So content of oxygen in artery is 20 ml per 100 ml of the blood, and venous blood contain 75 is the saturation of veins, SVO2 into 15 into 1.34. So if hemoglobin is 15, then veins have 15 ml per deciliter of the oxygen. So oxygen flux is when left ventricle, from left ventricle how much oxygen is leaving. So it is CaO2 into cardiac output. So it becomes 20 into 50 ml per deciliter. So cardiac output is 5 liter or 50 deciliter per minute. Or we can say 20 ml per 100 ml blood into 5000. So it become 1000 ml per minute. So oxygen flux is called DO2. So DO2 is equal to 1000 ml per minute. So how much we utilize oxygen? Oxygen utilization. So whatever we had sent 1000 ml, then go to blood and then tissues, and then came back. So how much is coming back? Coming back in the right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium. So left atrium surrogate is right atrium. So in right atrium how much is coming? We will see how much is coming in right atrium, which is CVO2 into cardiac output. So CVO2 50 into 20 minus oxygen uptake. So oxygen uptake, the coming back is 50 into 15, 750. So if we minus 1000 minus 750, it becomes 250. So if we want how much is utilized by the tissue utilization is this minus this. So this is VO2. VO2 is 250 ml per minute. So in oxygen, in anesthesia machines, there is a setting that minimal oxygen delivered by a machine should be at least around 150 ml, and the best is 250 ml per minute. Oxygen should be delivered at all times when anesthesia machine is open. to prevent this, to always provide this oxygen utilization. Okay, so oxygen extraction ratio, how much is extracted out of 1000, 250 is extracted, so it become 250.25. so it is VO2. VO2 means CaO2 minus CVO2 into cardiac output by CaO2. So it is OER. So OER is equal to SaO2 minus SVO2 into HB into 1.34 into cardiac output by SaO2 into HB into 1.34 into cardiac output. So divide. So OER is equal to SaO2 is normally 100, means 1 minus SCVO2. So if we have a central vein and we take the saturation, we take the VBG from that, the oxygen saturation SCVO2 in that will give us idea of OER. 1 minus SCVO2 is equal to OER. So how much we are extracting. So if it becomes 0.5, means 1 minus saturation of central vein is only 50.5. So 50% extraction is happening, and 50% is the maximum extraction we can have. So now we have to give oxygen, or we have to give treat anemia if we want the patient to survive, because he has now utilized maximum oxygen he could use. Now oxygen delivery index is just cardiac index in place of cardiac output, if we say. So DO2 IA.